Yo, what it do, YouTube? What it do, YouTube? Testing out the new mics, testing out the mics, testing out the mic, and the whole new funny setups. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story time. So I test out the mics again, the mics, new mic. Why am I acting sus? So let's get it straight into the story. Right? As you all saw by the title, my first heartbreak. Huh? I can even do this. My first heartbreak, right? I know you all are like, I don't know if I should speak in it or speak away from it. I think I would look cool like this. So yeah, the story is about my first heartbreak, right? And I hope they sound. How do you do it? How do you? Yeah. So the story is about my first heartbreak, right? How I got my first heartbreak, and I know you all are waiting like to hear. No, she cheated on you. She what not? Nah. When it comes to heartbreak, that was not my heartbreak. My heartbreak was a person. The first heartbreak I got, which I think is the only heartbreak I got, was from a person I was not even dating. Yep, let that sink in. It was from a person I was not even dating, right? Wait, you all know that. I find it weird, man. I'm checking out stuff. I'm trying to test out these things, so I'll be doing a little bit of weird stuff, looking around and seeing how this, because I'm even impressed. This how it works. I'm using the front camera, but I was told I should not use the front camera when I'm recording myself. But I'm gonna use the front camera, and then for the next video I'm gonna use the back camera so I can see the difference. Why am I speaking English like that? I do not know. Whenever this the camera switches on, I become weird. Not weird, but I become different. I'm not different. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Back to the story, right? So this was back in high school, like way back in high school. I think I was in grade 10 or is it 11. I'm not sure between the two grades, and I'm not going to. I think I should not even specify which grade I was, because if I do, then people will find out who I'm talking about. So so it was the beginning of the year, bruh. Like we started the year and stuff, and then I think it's yeah, it's that grade. It's this one, yeah, it's this one. So it was at the beginning of the year. This girl pulls up because this girl was not a was dog. It's my first time seeing this girl. I saw this girl. I think the first day of school. I saw this girl. Then I was like, shit, she's fine. You know what I mean? She's of a lower grade. Yeah. So I was like, hey, she's fine. You know the time, and I think it's my first girl that I approached physically. Because usually I'll just approach like girls online, like not online in a creepy way, but like I would get their number, then I'll cook. Like I'll cook on the phone, and then when you come back to school, I'm ignoring them. You know what I mean? I'm like ignoring them. You know what I mean? Like in the grade nines and the grade eights, get the number, cook. Then when you come to school, I'm ignoring you as if I didn't tell you a lot of stories. So yeah, I had confidence behind the phone, like when we are chatting. So yeah, this girl pops up. It's the first day of school. It's I think this girl was in grade eight. Was she in grade eight? Yeah, she was in grade eight. Right? She pops up to school, and I'm like, no, she's fine and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me approach this girl. Not the first day though. So the whole week, the first whole week passes by, right? And I keep seeing this girl like every day, dog. It's like those shandies where you like the person, and somehow the universe or destiny or whatever keeps allowing the person to show up on your radar. So I keep seeing this person, right? And I'm like, oh, she's fine, she's fine, she's fine, she's fine. I tell my bros, oh, she's fine, she's fine, she's fine, and stuff. And then she pulls for that like whole week, bruv. I'm like, she's fine. And I was like, you know what? Let me end the story of waiting, getting the number, going to cook, then not approaching the person anymore physically. So I was like, let me approach this girl, right? Then I go up to this girl. I think it was on a Saturday, right? Me and my bros were studying, and then the universe came up again. You know, I was study we were studying in a class close to their classes. You know what I mean? And then she passed by the window. I saw her passing by the window, headed to her class, to their class, like their original class, going to study. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go approach this girl. You know what I mean? So I go up to this girl. Luckily, when I went into the class, she was the only one in the class. Was she the only one? Yeah, she was the only one in the class. Then I pulled up. And then I went to her, right? And then I sat down. There was like two, what do you call it? Two chairs. Not two chairs, but two tables. I hope I'm not too loud. Two tables, right? If I'm too loud, I'll go reduce the volume. I don't know. But yeah, there was two tables between us two. Ne? I'm like, yes, sis. Let me cook now. Now I have to cook. I was shaking, dog. And because there was two tables, I kept my hands like under the table so that I don't have to put them on top of the table. Then she'll see that I'm shaking, right? So so I hide my hands and I start shaking. But I feel like I'm those type of person when I'm shaking, like even my lips start like you can see they start twitching a little bit. So I was shaking, right? And then I was trying to cook, not trying, I cooked. So I was like, yeah, can I get to you and stuff and stuff? And then she was like, because my problem, I went up straight to her and then I was like, can you be my girlfriend and stuff like that. And then she was like, nah, I don't even know you. I just arrived to the school, you know what I mean? At least give me some time and stuff like that. And then she was like, at least let me get to know you first and stuff like that. So I was like, And to me, that was like a green light, right? And then I left. And then I left. I like got what I got. She said, nah, at least let's get to know each other. Then we'll see as we go from there. Then I was like, oh shit. Because she was fine, dog. And when I got to like talk to her, she was also like, the way she was speaking, she was like mature, you know what I mean? And I was still a kid back then. I was still a youngin back then. So yeah, I chop it up with her. Then I go back to class. And then when I get back to class, even my eyes, bros that are studying with me, my friends, they're like, "Why is your eyes red? Why are your eyes red?" And I just started laughing at myself, because my eyes are red just because I was shaking. I was that afraid, brother. You know what I mean? I was that afraid. So yeah, I cooked it up that Saturday. Now I'm hyped. I'm like, and then she's going to come back. She's like going to say she wants to see me, so we get to know each other and stuff. And then we get to know each other, and we start dating, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. And then Monday goes by. I don't see this girl on a Monday. And then Saturday goes, or Tuesday goes by. I don't see this girl. Wednesday goes by. I don't see this girl. And me, I feel like I was dumb at that point. I feel like she said, let's get to know each other. I feel like I would have allowed Sunday, and then Monday I would have went to her and just chop it up, like now get to know her, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, so I was, now I'm covering my mouth and I'm supposed to be covering my mouth. So okay. So I was like, so I left. So many days passed. So it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. 5 days. I allowed them to pass without going like to find her. And I also didn't see her like throughout the school, right? Because usually I would see her every day, every day, even twice a day or even three times a day. But now I couldn't see her. I didn't see her for 5 days. So I was like, what? What's going on? I knew one of her friends, right? She used to chill with, like she used to stay with. Whenever I see her, she was with one of her friends. It turns out the friend is from their previous school, right? You know, when you just arrive to a new school, you're always friends with people that you came from the same school with, just because you all came from the same school, not because you all are close or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because also keep that in mind that most of the people are just friends because they came from the same school with at the beginning of the year, right? So keep that in mind. It's gonna come in hand in future, like the future of the story. So then this girl, then I approach this girl on a Saturday. Yeah, on a Saturday. Then I go to this girl. I was like, "Hey, where's your friend? I haven't seen your friend." I actually told someone to go call her at the block because she wasn't at the school. So I told them someone to go call her at the block, and then she pulls up, right? She pulls up, she pulls up, she pulls up, right? And then she pulls up, and then when she pulls up, I ask her, "Yo, what happened to Wara Wara?" I'm not going to say names because if I say names, you all niggas will, you all will find out what I'm talking about, and I don't need you all to find out what I'm talking about. But yeah, and I feel like she would know if I'm talking about her, and she's the only person that she needs to know. So yeah, let's get back to the story. She pulls up. I like say, cool, 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 cool. I greet her just so I don't make her feel bad. But I'm only asking for the friend. So I'm like, "Where's your friend?" And she's like, "Didn't you get the letter?" And that's when I realized that nah, pain is real. She was like, "Didn't you get the letter?" I was like, "What letter? From who? Which letter? When was the letter?" And then she was like, "No, Shandy, I'm going to not say name. Shandy wrote a letter to you on a Monday because she left. She changed schools and she left on a, I think Tuesday. Yeah, she left Tuesday. The dad came on Sunday and told her that she's changing schools and she'll be leaving on a Tuesday. And she wrote a letter to you on a Monday. So I was like, I didn't get any letter. Then she was like, nah, it was given to one of the bros like in her class most. She gave it to one of the bros in her class to come give me the letter. Now I'm like, how, how, what's going on? And now I'm like, I go to the bro, right? It's on a Saturday. I go to bro. I'm like, oh, what's popping? Didn't you get a letter of mine? And bro was like, nah, I got a letter, but I forgot to give it to you. I was like, where the hell is the letter, bro? Bring the letter. I get the letter. She's wara wara. She was the whole letter was a bit long. Wara wara, tell you about wah 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 wah. So she was like, the main point of the letter was like telling me that she's moving schools and stuff, and she doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have what she does. It's one of like those kids where not those kids. Let me not say those kids. Like she didn't have a phone, bruh. She didn't have a phone. She didn't have IG. She didn't have nothing, bro, that I can contact her with. So even if so, she was like the letter was like, I'm moving schools and I don't have any way to contact you. I should get your number so that when she goes home, she calls me. She finds like a phone, mother's phone, father's phone, or whatever phone she's getting, so that she can contact me and then like talk to me most. So now she doesn't have an IG, she doesn't have a phone, she has nothing. She has absolutely nothing. Now I'm pissed. Because now how will I get this girl? Like how will I get her? Her number, her what how will I get her again? Because she moved to schools and she doesn't have a number already. I was like, how do I get her? Okay. Then I'm like, bro, why didn't you bring? And he's like, ah, I forgot. I forgot. Then I was like, okay, nah, just fine. Then I went to the girl. Now I'm like, at least let me get the name. I go to the girl. This is where the other part comes in now of people being only friends because they are all new to a school and they're from the same school, not because they like each other or because they're friends. This girl says she doesn't know her surname, so I only know the name. She only knows the name, not the surname. Because if I had the set name and surname, it would be better when I'm looking for her, like on IG. Eventually, when she starts like having an IG and shit. So now I'm like, because now I have no other way to get this person like in contact with this person, right? So I'm like, ow, what do I do? I'm telling you, the first out weekend we got, I went home. I was searching. IG, whatever. I was searching, dog. TikTok, hotel. TikTok was TikTok even a thing then? Yeah, TikTok was a thing. Searched even on TikTok, I think. Yeah, like her name, dog. Trying to add underscores, trying to add numbers because I know when she was born, like the numbers mean trying to add. I couldn't find that person till now. I haven't found it. I haven't found her IG. I haven't found her TikTok. I haven't found anything about her, and I haven't even seen people like that she was friends with back then post there. I haven't seen her, dog. I don't know where she disappeared to. She like disappeared into thin air, and that to me was my first heartbreak because I was heartbroken, man. Not man, I was heartbroken, bruh. Imagine the first person you decide to cook, and and she was also feeling you, just to find out she disappears poof, into thin air, not thin air, into thin air, and you have no other choice, not other choice, but you don't have anywhere to find her, dog. To me, that was my first heartbreak, dog. Like that was there as my first heartbreak. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was the story for today. More stories are coming. So you all in the comment section, what story do you wanna hear next? I'm ready. I'm telling you everything. Any story you want. Just don't be weird. I'm just saying, just don't be weird. Yeah, but any story you want, hit me up in the comments, man. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, uh, this video won't have an intro, right? Because I'm testing out mics, and I hope the mic sounds mwah by the time I edit this. And next time I'm using the back camera, so I check again the quality if it's different. I need a haircut. Boy needs a haircut. Yeah, anyone to donate haircut money because it's rough after buying these funny things. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Yeah, to my two subscribers that are currently subscribed, I love you all, man. You too. Hmm. I'm a big fan of you all. I'm the fan. I'm a big fan of you all too for subscribing, yeah. And I hope you reach the end of the video, man. Because if you're skipping, or if you just watched half and then you're like, not watching anymore, mm, you're not the real one, man. You're not a real subscriber to the channel. New subscribers to the channel, to my channel, to this channel, they watch till the end. And yeah, man, I don't know. Should I do a story time and tell it here, or should I do it? Or you guys should give me like a title. I should talk about something. I should talk about next, and then go live on TikTok or something, or IG or anywhere, man. Then I'll talk about it. And I feel like I should show my mouth. Not hey, that no Diddy, but shouldn't be covering. Yeah, but yeah, new mic. It's a flex dog. How hard I worked for this mic. And shout out to Michael Amshelelo. Meister Michael Dali Saddam Amshelelo. Shout out, man. Shout out. If you all know, I think if you all watched my previous videos, you would know why I'm thanking Michael Dali Saddam Amshelelo. But I feel like most people will be watching this first or even second from the other videos that have been posted. So yeah, the reason I'm thanking him is because I didn't have enough money to buy the mics. I didn't have enough money to buy the mics. Um, and I was struggling to use a phone. I had like another phone, but that phone was it was tweaking, man. I could not use it as a mic, so I had no option, right? So I had to get these ones, the mics. And then I didn't have enough money, right? And then I found him in town, greeted him and stuff. I did a few edits. I did a few edits that I sent to him, and then he was like, cool, cool, and then to chop it up, and then he went to the ATM. No glaze, no glaze, no glaze. And then he went to the ATM, and then he gave me some money. I'm not going to say amount because you all are gonna come. You all are gonna say a lot in the comment. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I know you all are gonna say. If I say the amount, you all are gonna be like, huh? How? How? And by the way, I'm giving hints on the amount. And the hint is that if I say the amount, you all are gonna be like, how? Why is he giving? What? Huh? Yeah. So I was like, nah, I'm the bro that did the edits that I sent you. I showed him. Then I was like, oh, yeah, you should do more of those and stuff. And then he went to the ATM, then he gave me some cash. And then I added the money I had with the cash he gave me. And then I was able to buy mics. And now we can do proper storage times with great quality. So peace out.